welcome back to my channel. Today's video is actually a really requested video. I've had quite a few people comment on different videos if I can film a video on how I film, how I edit, tips and tricks on making your channel grow. Now I am only at like 400, just over 400 subscribers. So to me, like, I'm so grateful every one of you, but it's not that many, if you know what I mean, compared to so many other people. But this video was really requested, so I thought I'd film. It's not the kind of video I usually do. Disclaimer, I am not tech savvy. I am not like really into technology, but I love editing videos. So I'll show you guys kind of how I do that, some tips and tricks I use. I do use Imovie on my MacBook Air. I wouldn't say I'm a successful YouTuber. I just kind of do this for fun. I don't really get anything back from except for love from my videos, except for growth, just that kind of thing. It's just something, I don't know, it's like a hobby for me. First thing I think is making your thumbnails look really good. You can't just have like a random photo. I will show you how I make my thumbnails in this video for you guys, because I use a couple different apps on my phone and I do my thumbnails on my phone. The second thing is being really consistent. So the past month or 2 months I have been so consistent. I've been posting I've been posting twice a week, which is Tuesdays and Fridays at 7 p.m. I think having a set schedule for yourself, not just for your viewers, but for yourself, kind of motivates you. It gives you a deadline. Like, you know, if you are wondering, I do not get paid. The set kind of thing you need to get paid for is you need to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I don't do it to get paid. I do it because it's a hobby for me. That's another thing. I want to say that's the third thing that's really important. So you need to not want to do it for money, for fame, for like the wrong reasons. Everyone says this. It takes so much time. All of my own personal time goes to YouTube. And I've become very antisocial over this quarantine thing. I've been like wanting to do YouTube, not hang out with friends. Like, it's actually kind of bad. I put so much time into editing my videos, planning my videos, all of that. So that is probably my next kind of tip. You've got to be doing YouTube for the right reasons, because you want to, not because you feel like you kind of have to get money, to get fame, all of that. I just do this because I love doing it, and I am filming this because I have gotten a couple questions on how I do certain things. I've been doing like this for so long. I've learnt things. I've made so many mistakes. So I thought I'd do this video for you guys, seeing as though you really want it. The first thing that I'm going to go through with you guys is my filming setup. I do have this dedicated room for makeup, which I am beyond grateful for, but obviously you can film it in your bedroom. Like, you need to think about these things. You don't want to film in like a messy background. Viewers don't want to see that. They don't want to see, if I had all of these drawers open, if I had makeup on top of here, if I had food packages, drinks, if I had stuff all over my background, I don't know, you wouldn't want to watch the video, would you? So just making sure you have like a clean background. It's like a set background that you have, even if it's just like a blank wall in your house, that's absolutely fine. I feel like I'm getting really sidetracked here, but basically going into like certain equipment that I use. So first thing, my camera. I use the Canon EOS 600D camera. I've been using this camera for so long. Now, I was extremely lucky. My mum actually bought this for herself, I guess, for just photography reasons. So I was so lucky that my mum already had this camera and I didn't have to spend any money to use this. If you have an iPhone, you can use that to film. Still, if you get a ring light, they usually come with like a little stand and a little phone stand. So what you can do is put your phone in that, and you can still like film. You can see yourself, but the back camera is a lot better. So that is the camera I use, the EOS 600D. I love this camera, and again, I am very fortunate that I do get to use this. I will insert a clip of my tripod here as well. So my tripod I did get from Kogan. I got it from Kogan. If I can find the exact tripod or a similar one, I will link it down below for you guys. I got this tripod quite a while ago. I think I got it for Christmas one year. I'm not too sure, but this tripod's really good. It's lasted me so long. I've never had any problems with it. It's really good quality as well. And then my ring light, I'll insert a video of my ring light as well. This is from eBay. It was around, I want to say $130 from eBay, and it's not the best quality, but it's still a really, really good ring light. So I've had this for, I want to say a couple years now, 2-3 years, and I love this ring light. It's really, really good. It's really good lighting. It does have like a little thing down here. It's on the highest. I'm filming with the highest brightness right now. And if I were to turn it all the way off, this is what my lighting would be without my ring light. So this is just natural lighting coming through my windows, if you're curious as well. With projecting my camera onto my laptop, this is the best thing I've ever found or discovered with filming videos. I want to say it's helped me out so much, especially with makeup videos, because I am like a makeup channel. I do have the MacBook Air. I am not tech savvy, so I don't know like the version of it, or if that's like even the exact name. So yeah, it's just the MacBook Air. As you can see, I don't want to blind you, but that is what I see when I film. I have this cord. I did get it from the Camera House. I think that's what it's called, but you can get a cord like this with any camera store really. You just go in, ask, all of that. This little screen pops up on my camera, and then I click the button that it says to click. So it's pretty much the filming button on this camera, and then I just click the third one down, and then it comes up with this little sidebar. You can change the lighting from your camera to make it more warm. You can kind of edit the image on your camera before you film, which is a really good idea, but I think I've used it once and I don't know, it doesn't make too much of a difference, so I just don't use it. And then I just press live view shoot, and then it comes up with my projector here. So it's really, really good. I love this. I think the app on your laptop is called EOS Utility 2, but I'm not too sure. I think I might have downloaded it on my laptop before. So yeah, I think that is pretty much all I do with my filming kind of setup that I've mentioned. I think I've mentioned everything. I'm going to go into how I edit my videos. Usually when I do edit a video, it depends on the video. Depends how much footage that I have, but usually it takes me about 3 or 4 hours to edit a video fully. I will show you how I do thumbnails, how I edit my videos, and yeah. This video that I am editing, that is such a pretty view on the screen. This video that I am editing is a try new makeup or like a first impressions video. I do have a lot more footage than what I usually film with, and as you can see here, it's like 2 hours of footage. So editing with Imovie, the basics, cutting videos. So I use the Command B, which cuts a video, and if I wanted to do that and delete a little clip, I could do that. I'm going to edit this video. I think I might put it in fast forward motion so you can see a little bit of what I do. That's really how I edit my videos basically. I'm going to show you guys how I do my little intro videos. You would have seen at the beginning of the video. What I do is I create a new video, movie, and then I will go onto Google. I will find a image, depends what image you want. It's up to personal preference. My image used to be just a white background, but I've changed it recently to a beige or nude background. So I will pretty much save that. I think it's in downloads. This is the one here. So I'll import that, and you see how it's up vertically. I will show you how I move it around so it's landscape. And then I go onto SoundCloud and find some kind of non-copyright music. Ignore all my tabs at the top, but I'm going to go into SoundCloud here. And pretty much what I do is I search up, loading, I search up no copyright. And then it comes up with music. So it depends what music you want. I just scroll until I find a song that I really like. I go share. I copy the link, and then I go into, say I do Soundcloud Converter, and I use this one here. So then I just put the link in there, download it, and there's my song. The song that I've been using for my intro is this one here. It's James Bay, Let It Go. I love this song. I'm so glad I chose this song as my intro. But pretty much this is on full, so I'm just going to cut it down to about half. So I insert this here. It looks like that now, but I just go into this button here, or this little tab, whatever you want to call it. And then this is pretty much what it looks like. You can drag this around wherever you want. You can just do it like that. But what I do is I do fit, so it's the whole image, and then I just rotate it. So that's all I do to make it like a landscape photo here to this here. Then I will just move in my music. I use a specific part of the song. So I don't use the beginning of the song, I use a specific part. So let me find it. So the song here, I'll just cut it down, delete it, and then I've got my intro song here. So pretty much what I do is then I'll go and convert these ones as well to fit, turn it around, fit, turn it around, and then I will add titles. So I use this one here in Imovie, so it's the expand one, and I just pop it in there. The first one I do in my intros is Talia J, and then I just make it bold, so like that, and then this is what it will look like. And then in this next little section, I'm using the same like text font, whatever you want to call it. And then, yeah, so that's what I did. I'm going to change this to 70. That's pretty much how I do my little intro. So I'm going to search up green screen emoji. And I'm going to just take this one because it's got a number. Copy image. Nope, I don't want to copy it. I'm going to save this image. So what I do, if I'm going to insert picture on picture, you need to make sure it has a green screen. So this is just a bunch of emojis all together. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fit it so it's the whole screen in the image. Then this button up here, and then I'm going to click green/blue screen, and then it takes away the green or blue screen. So say you could do this if you wanted to do say like your socials at the bottom of the video, so your Instagram's here, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. But what I do is I just go file, and then I call it Talia Jade. That is not how you spell Jade. Jade intro, and then I just press next and then save to my documents, and then you've got it forever in your documents. So that's how I do that. And then what I do is go into here, and then I take Talia Jade intro, import, it comes up here, and then I just drag it at the front of a video. That's really how I use iMovie Basics. That's how I do my intro. I thought I'd show you guys how I do my thumbnails on my iPhone XR. This is a little bit of an awkward position and the lighting is a little bit bad, but hopefully it will be okay once I'm showing you. So when I do my thumbnails, I have this little device. It is an adapter to put your SIM card in, and then it pretty much just plugs into a phone, iPad, whatever like that. This is from Apple, if I can find the exact name of it, or if I can find the link to it, I will link it down below for you guys. Hopefully you can see this properly, but this is for the video I'm uploading tonight. Now these are already uploaded onto my laptop, but I'm going to do my thumbnail. So I think this one is where I pose to do thumbnails. So I'm just going to import selected. After it's finished importing, I just press keep, so it keeps there. I then find the video in my camera roll and play it. So I just scroll this way and I just search until I pose for thumbnails, which is around here. So pretty much I just screenshot possible like thumbnails I do. So I just do that. That's all I do, nothing special. And then yeah, I just screenshot anything honestly that I have. So I have all my possible thumbnails now screenshotted. Now what I do is I just go through them and I delete ones I don't like. First app that I use is Facetune. This is Facetune 2, I don't know the difference. That was my last thumbnail. So what I do is I take the first one, and then what I do is I go into crop, and then I just crop it. Then you press tick and you've got it. Then I go into retouch and I whiten my background. So my background is a white background and I prefer it to be white. So if you can kind of see the difference there. I'll then go into the smoothing tool and just like go over my face a little bit. It's usually any blemishes or my dark circles, like my under eyes. Then I go down to the little edit bar and then I adjust the brightness, so I make it a little bit brighter. Like that probably. This is really trial and error. Every little photo is different. I go into contrast, I do brightness, I do color. Not too much. And then I'll go into light. I love the light tool. But every photo is different, so you'll have to adjust it to what really looks right. And it has all these other ones. I don't really use them that much. You could do shadows, put in highlights, saturation, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's what I do to like edit the thumbnail. The next app that I use is, I think it's Bazaart, B-A-Z-A-R-T, which is this one here. So I'll just use that one. Depending on like different like thumbnails I do, I might use the Fonto app, depending on like the text I want to do or anything like that. I click add new, then start from scratch. And what I do is I scroll to the end where it says size down here. And then I scroll all the way to the end and then just a little bit there. And it's the last landscape one. It's the 16:9. So I click on that and that is pretty much the size of a thumbnail on YouTube. And then I go to photos and then add in the thumbnail that I just did. What I'm going to do is I'm going to position it onto here. Then what I do after I do that, I go into text, type in whatever text I want. I always do trial and error with this. I never know what title to name it, what to put on the thumbnail, so I always make multiples. So I'm going to put that in. I go to fonts and I use this one here. So what I'll do is I'll just position it in different places. So that one looks better than at the top. After I've got something that I like, I just save it and then say I want to see what it looks like up here. And then I just save it. The next thing I'll do is I'll come into my photos and I'll just go through all the different ones I have. So I don't like that one because it's too small. That one's okay. Basically, I've narrowed it down to 3. If you watch my previous video, you'll see which one I chose, but I'm not too sure which one I'm going to use at the moment. But that's pretty much my trial and error. That's what I do to edit my thumbnails. And yeah, so that sums up my how I film, how I edit my videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it a little bit helpful, at least if you're wanting to start a YouTube channel, or if you're wanting tips and tricks how to grow, how to whatever, even though I'm not a big YouTuber. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you do like videos like these, and of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye! These are my pants. How cute, they've got butterflies.